Good evening, everybody. It's Shelley Johns here from Gympie. I'm a Herbalife coach. I've been with the company now for 28 years, and I absolutely love what I do every single day, just like many people on the call. And I think with all the coaches on the call, there's like something like over 100 years experience, well over. How cool is that? Pretty awesome. So it doesn't matter if you just got started or you've been in the business over 30 years, you can still have the same enthusiasm and passion all the way through, which is really cool. So tonight's call is really simple. It's broken up into three parts. We've got the honours, just a bit of a taste of the honours. We've got some social media training, which I know is a kind of new for a lot of us, and I think it's good to know the expectations, especially with Herbalife, on what we can and can't do. And then we're going to go through some of the latest promotions that are coming up. So we're going to kick off with good news. So think about something positive that's happened over the last 7 days that we can share. So Jen, did you want to start, because you're at the top here that I can see?
Okay. Yeah, the lady who got her husband on the product still having difficulty getting weights and measurements from him, but he is being quite diligent and using the product, she said, and he's really loving the shake. He's gone through 1 bottle of aloe in a week, which is really a good sign. He's going to call in during probably tomorrow or the next day, pick up another bottle of herbal aloe. So he's really enjoying it. She hasn't been able to take his measurements. He won't let her. But I said, keep an eye on the belt notch. I said, that's the best. But I said, as he begins to feel better, I'm quite sure he'll be then willing to, do some weights and measurements, hopefully, because we've got to keep some sort of a gauge. But anyway, he is feeling much better. The other thing was the lady who used to buy NRGs, and I got her on the Formula One and a couple of other products, the Don Quai. She's now got registered. So that was really good because she became a VIP, and now she can sort of order for herself and obviously get the discount, but deliver to home so she doesn't have to come here. But we still keep in contact with one another anyway. So, yeah, that was really good.
Excellent. So, and so I'd also recommend, Tanya, because last week's recording, I don't know if you got to listen to it, but you would have seen who everyone was, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, I did watch.
I thought it was a nice little intro video, that one.
It was.
Great. I'm glad you got to listen to it. Irene, you're next. Tell us your good news.
Well, my good news is for the week that just in people buying that have been with me for over 20 odd years, our profit was $807.
Woohoo!
That's not bad considering, it's been a year of moseying along. But it's been, and it's retail. Imagine, I have one client who will not get registered. She has been buying from me for, golly, her husband beforehand, for as long as I can remember. And it's always retail, always retail. So I love that because that's what we're all meant to do, is to have clients that are continuing, like Mark said, having the shakes, taking the products, making a difference to their own health and other people's. So that's my good news.
Excellent. That's awesome good news. Thank you for sharing, Irene. Lindy, tell us your good news.
Oh, my good news is I now have a partner in crime who's only a couple of blocks away, which is brilliant, who ironically found me through Facebook search. I thought it was something completely different, so that was really good. So Tanya's close, so we just have to butt heads and do stuff together, which is nice. But Steve, I noticed he's not on the call tonight, but I went and saw Steve this week and he gave me a link, which I'll send out to everybody. But it's an app that lets you know the people in your neighbourhood. And so I didn't quite know, I didn't read through all their do's and don'ts, but I just made it very generic and said, I'm new to the area. I'm happy to help people with health and nutrition, and particularly kids with disabilities, because that's where I'd like to sort of head towards. And just out of the blue, this woman sent me a message. And so I called her tonight, and she has a child who's got epilepsy. And so we talked through that sort of stuff. So we'll probably end up meeting, and Tanya doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be joining in as well. And so, because she's, whilst her background's nutrition, she does want to talk about products. So I thought, well, I'll just drag Tanya along as well. So that sometimes, they say the tube, you keep stuffing it, and you think, oh, when's anything going to happen? And then boom, pops out the other end. So it's all coming out at the moment, which is nice. And from completely random areas that I had never expected.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Comes
Very
when you
nice.
least expect it.
Yep. And that's well, you're putting it out there as well, which is really great. So
Yeah.
good things out, good things come back. So
And I think the purpose, like even I said to the lady, even Herbalife aside, just giving value and chatting and giving, you know, the companionship, because, you know, particularly when you've got kids with special needs, you do tend to be a little bit, not excluded, but it's hard to get out and make and keep commitments because of the kids' health. So, and she recognised that. And so, you know, it's a lovely connection there too. I'm really happy about that.
fantastic. Thank you very much, Lindy. We're very excited for you.
Yeah.
Tanya, did you want to add anything? No pressure. And if you want to.
Oh, look, I threw a couple of messages out to a couple of friends today. Yeah, one came straight back and said, look, I use Isogenics. And I said, great, no worries. Let me know if you want to come and learn some more. Hoping that, you know, we will be able to do that. I sort of threw some ideas at Lindy and hope we can, yeah. But no, look, nothing at this point, just learning what the products are myself and trying to work out my first order and what to get and how to get it, and yeah.
Well, you're in great hands. Plus, you've obviously got Irene and Con there as well. You've got a really great team of people to help.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
So, welcome, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay, who else have we got? So, we've got Lydia. Would you like to come and share your good news?
Hey Shelley, how you going? Yeah, so our online weight loss challenge finished last Wednesday, so that was good. So it was Gundy versus the Below Crew. So one of my girls took out second position, and Marcel's girls took out first and third. So that was pretty cool. And since our last calls, I decided to go back to pull tabs. I think we had that conversation on going back to what actually worked in the beginning. And I picked up a new client last Friday. She came out from a pull tab. Well, she actually walked away with the poster because the pull tabs were gone. And so she rang. I spoke with her on Thursday evening, and she popped into town on Friday morning, got her started on Saturday, and done a day 1 call with her on Saturday afternoon, and then a day 3 call today. And she's so I'm extremely happy with the products. Can't believe how easy they are to use, just for the busy lifestyle farmer. And addicted to sewing. So yeah, she's loving it so far. So 3 days in, and she's already talking about a referral from a girlfriend of hers, you know, if she succeeds herself.
Excellent. So obviously you live in a small country town. So how many people are in your town?
About 5,000.
So where do you put your pull tabs? Like, where are the sort of places you can leave them?
So here in town, I put them up down at the Food Works. You can pay $8 for the month, and all that sort of money goes towards a charity. And I also put it into the Billawheeler Shopping World, which is $12 for the month for a pull tabs, like an A4. And other areas I've put it up that don't cost me anything, the town library and the post office on the glass on the lobby when you go in to check your mail. So. But yeah, that's the first pull tab that I put up. The other ones are posters advertising myself and Herbalife. So the actual tab, the pull tab one itself was back in the day, the old one that was who wants to lose 5 to 20 kilos, eat the foods that you love. Yeah, so I just had one of those here from years ago, and I thought, oh, that's all I had. And the printer had no ink, so I thought, well, let's just do that. So it does pay off.
Absolutely. So, well, that's good. Thank you for sharing. We're very excited, and yeah, you're doing a fantastic job up there.
No worries.
Okay, so now Coral and Michael. Coral, did you want to come on and share your good news?
Yes, I've got plenty this week. Young David, or David that I signed up the week before, he brought another man around this week, James, which signed up. He's got his Cert 3 in personal training and on his way to do Cert 4, and very much into gym. And tonight he did a 3-way call with me with one of his friends, Ashley, which is going to sign up around the 19th. Looks like the whole 3 of them will be coming to the summit, so that'll be absolutely fantastic. One of mine from the South Side's moved to Sydney, and she let her membership elapsed, so it's been 6 months since she's let that go, but rang me tonight and said she wants to doing a family weight loss challenge between them, 16 of them, and her and her cousin want to get back on the Herbalife product. So that was absolutely great. Last weekend I sold our kitchen that we got taken out from the kitchen. I got a new kitchen and I ended up signing up a new member for weight loss. That was great as well. So little bits and pieces are happening, and I went to a great training on about multi-level marketing on the weekend, and it's just phenomenal where it's going, our industry, which is great.
Absolutely.
I think that's about it. I'm buzzing.
So where do you think, I think you said flyers was the thing where you got most of your new people, so you're finding that's the most successful thing. So what does your flyer say, like just in general?
It's Michael's just going to get one, but I've actually got some money picture on it, and earn extra income part-time and full-time. I have just sort of revamped it a little bit, and it's about if you've been retrenched, left uni, and things like that. So, yeah, you can't. They're in the car at the moment, so sorry. So, yeah, they've been working, and circle of influence, like when I'm around people, I talk.
Like a personal shoulder. Oh, can you not hear me, Andy? Look, can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
No,
Okay, might just be me. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll try and talk a bit louder.
That's okay.
Well, fantastic, Carol and Michael. That's awesome. So excited to hear all your news every week. You're doing fantastic. Just keep going, and we'll definitely see you next Saturday. Rosemary, what is your good news for the week?
Good news, I think probably I have, retail customers that I continue to look after. Signed up my sister just this last week, and I think that's magic. The other thing for me, I have the weight loss challenge running, and I have another lass who has joined me, with regards coaching. I have 23 in that challenge. So, a really good audience with regards, sharing the knowledge with regards to products. So that in itself, I think is a very big plus. And yeah, I tend to, talk to people. Yeah, I do bits and pieces. I'm a very part-time person, but I think the big thing.
I think your internet cut out, Rosemary. You still going, Rosemary? I think Rosemary's internet froze. That's good. We will come back to you, Rosemary, when it clicks back in. So let's get on with the honours feedback. So let's just click through. I'll find the arrow. Now, did I get everybody? Was there anyone I missed?
Me.
Oh, hi, Steve. Sorry, I didn't see your picture, so that.
I don't have on this computer. I don't have a video.
That's okay. So, what was your good news?
I had a gentleman call from a pool tab.
Yes.
And he's still thinking about it. I rang him yesterday, and yeah, so as they say, keep asking until you get a no. He hasn't said no yet, so I keep asking. And I said a 3-day pack to a friend of mine who I was on a conversation talking to, and I discussed it with him. So he said, I'll send it along. But after the meeting's finished, I'd like to speak to, when the recording's finished, I'd like to speak to somebody about the 3-day packs. Okay? Other than that, yeah, no, it's, that's all I've had this week. Nothing exciting, but yeah, I've had a couple inquiries, which is great.
Yep, and yeah, it takes one person that gets that emotional connection and then just wants to go and share it with everyone else. So that's really, really cool. So
Absolutely.
well done, everything. Awesome, good news. So let's move on to, because obviously we've seen on Facebook that the honours is going on in Singapore. So there's my, so we're going to share our good news. So the honours in Singapore, so it was held at this lovely hotel here, which I think is the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And it's quite an incredible event, this one. So basically it's the top people in the company meet up once a year and they celebrate, they train, they give recognition, and then they also do the Marquis Bonus Awards where they give out 1% of the company's turnover to the top achievers. So this year there was 491 people that shared over $70 million. Is that correct? I'm making sure I got the numbers right. Would that be correct, Jan?
Yep.
Yep. And, you know, I think it's pretty cool. Like, I've seen some of the bonuses that people receive, and how nice to be able to, at the end of the year, just for doing your job, to say, hey, here's an extra bonus on top of that. So, and we know the company's really generous, and there's not many companies out there that will give over 73% of their company's turnover back to the members that are out there making a difference. So we've got one of the most lucrative marketing plans in the industry, which is fantastic. And I'm not saying money's everything, but of course we need it to live. And guess what? If you've got too much, what can you do? You can give it. You can share it, give it, and help, and great. There's so many things you can do with it. So let's have a look at some of the photos. So here's this amazing hotel, which kind of looks a bit like a ship, really. I definitely would like to be in this swimming pool. It quite appeals to me, having something that looks over a great height. I don't know why, but I really do like it. It just looks pretty spectacular. So what an amazing hotel to hold the event at. Then this is the Marquis Bonus Awards. This was on the last night, but I thought I would put it first. So obviously Jennifer was a recipient, which is great. How gorgeous does she look?
It's gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, and so there were so many Australians receiving bonuses this year as well. So you can see Robin Christie, Kim Bromer, and Mariana, Kim's going to be our special guest at the Brisbane Summit next Saturday. George Knight, Glenn Moran. So many Aussies, but lots and lots of people, getting these bonus awards from contributing to the company and being, the top achievers in the company. And some of them have only been in the company, like, yes, some have been like Jennifer over 30 years, but a lot have only been in business 6 years or less. How amazing is that? So if you're thinking, it's okay for those guys that have been in it for ages, it doesn't matter. It's called those who do the work get the pay. You can start right now and you have the ability to earn more than your sponsor and upline. Okay, you just got to work harder, work smarter. That's the only secret. So I thought that, yes, it was beautiful. Everyone got the red carpet. They got to dress up and these beautiful awards, but they also got the Marquis statue as well. So I think they call it the Mark. Is that right?
Yeah, vision as well.
Yeah, how gorgeous is that? And they got this beautiful, card. And it's all just presented gorgeously. The other thing is, obviously, we get a lot of nice gifts too. So if there's ever a reason to qualify for the honours and go, you get lots of nice little gifts to be. And the President's Team and Chairman's Club get lots of extras, goodies. So there's all these nice branded things and watches, and there's cameras, these lovely bags and things like that as well. So how great to be able to get all these great gifts in your hotel room every single day. So you definitely get spoiled when you're on the President's Team. So here's some of the lifestyle photos as well. Here's, I've forgotten his name, Pandit, isn't it?
I don't know.
President's Team member, anyway, it's him. I've just gone out of my head, that's terrible. But anyway, Pandit from New Zealand. Anyway, it's him. He's in the infinity pool, obviously, with a great view. Joanna Guinea from Perth with some of the branded items and gifts and things. Andrea and Wayne here, dressed up to go to the awards and dinners. They've got beautiful tables, and like the food's just amazing, and just everything's all laid on. So it's all about lifestyle and reward and celebrating people's achievements. So this is a few people from Australia. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So if you just love that sort of thing, being able to get dressed up and just to have that sort of experience that you wouldn't normally get, and they call it a money can't buy experience, and Herbalife, you know, no expenses spared. So how amazing is that? So I think I also had the Herbalife Herbalife Nutrition Foundation. They now have, it's their 25th anniversary. Obviously, Jennifer and Gary were the first recipients of the Humanitarian Award. And this year it was Queenie Leung, who's just gorgeous. She's been in the company for probably just as many years as Gary and Jennifer. And since its founding, the Herbalife Nutrition Foundation has raised over $25.5 million to help children in need. How amazing is that? Not only do they clothe and feed and help and house 121,000 children a day, but that's a significant amount to make some sort of impact out there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I think that was what I had for the honours. I'll just quickly click through. Yep. So Jan or Irene, did you want to add anything else to the honours?
No, you've covered it really well, Shirley. I know you mentioned the gifts, but I know the Chairman's Club female's got a beautiful diamond ring.
Oh, I should show them.
And unfortunately, from what I've heard, Jenny got her ring measurements, even went to a jeweler and got the appropriate measurements. But I think because America, their sizing is so different for shoes and clothing and all that, her ring, from what I've been told, I think this is true, I'm not sure. I haven't heard it from her, but somebody did tell me it wouldn't fit her, so it's got to be altered. But it's a beautiful ring, all diamonds, all the Herbalife logo. All the female got that. And I don't know what the men got. I think they've got a beautiful watch or something, I think.
I did see that. I went searching for all the photos, and then of course I couldn't find some of who shared what. So yes, I do remember the ring. It looked gorgeous. You can always wear it around her neck on a chain until it gets refitted or something like that. And so obviously next year is Herbalife's 40th year, and the honours is going to be in Los Angeles, where it all started. And they're really encouraging everyone just to go for it and see yourself at the next honours in 2020. So how exciting is that?
Awesome.
So I think it should be around that February, March thing. So just keep that in mind. Print out the flyers and see yourself there, and just go for it, because even if you went for it and you didn't make it, would your business have grown? Would you have grown anyway? Absolutely. So it's always worth just going, because you're going to stretch and grow anyway. So
Tanya, you should be writing that date down. We're going. You said you like to travel.
I do.
And there's lots of other opportunities, stepping stones, as we would say, to help you get to things like this. And you know what? There's no disadvantages. Gary always said there's plenty of advantages. There's no disadvantages. So just go, print stuff out, have it there, and if you're not sure, your upline can explain it to you, and then make a plan on how to go about doing it. So that was the honours. So it was great seeing so many videos and feedback. So make sure you keep looking out for more goodies shared. So now we're going to go into social media. So this was something that I know Carol was interested in, and you know what? Sometimes it can be quite overwhelming, and there's not every single platform on here, because I think since this was written, there's probably some new platforms, or maybe platforms that weren't as popular that are kind of getting revamped, like LinkedIn, for example. But pretty much it's all the same. The social media guidelines. So you can download this booklet on myherbalife.com.au, which I'd recommend that you do, and print it out. So let's just go through it. So this is basically, they're covering Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I must admit, I don't know a lot about Twitter, but that's okay. You can always Google everything. That's something I've learned. And so you can follow Herbalife on social media, so the official sites. And basically what you're doing is you want to set some specific goals to increasing, and you don't just want any old Facebook likes. You want genuine engagement. So people that are interested, they might be liking, they might be commenting, you're commenting back, and that's what you want, that back and forth. So if someone likes your page or comments, make sure you comment back and respond. It's really, really important, and that's genuine engagement, building genuine relationships. I certainly don't spam people and things like that and do group bulk messaging. I don't do anything like that at all. But yes, you want to increase your Facebook likes and engagement. Learning the lingo. So just, I don't abbreviate. I find it really hard to abbreviate. I might do a lot of coding and stuff in my diary, but I tend to like to type I still don't know what it is, the old school of me that likes to type out the full word. But anyway, you can use a little bit of lingo if you wish and learn that. Whoops, sorry, I just flicked through. Learning what works for you. Okay, so you might find a particular platform. I know Lindy was saying she really likes Instagram, whereas I don't use Instagram that much because I find Facebook is probably more than enough for me. Like it's almost like I get overwhelmed with too many platforms, but then I've got some people that love doing everything. So you want to be patient, do what works for you, and choose the ones that you want to use, okay? And just be patient because it takes time. Social media absolutely takes time. I'm just looking at the chat. Cool. Okay, so let's just quickly flow on because there's a fair bit to cover. Okay, so this one is social media. So basically it allows you to create, share and exchange information, ideas and pictures and videos in viral communities and networks. So social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Instagram have become some of the most popular destinations on the internet, and if you use it effectively, it can become a powerful marketing tool for recruiting and retention. So you want to spend time creating your own content so that it's something that you're sharing about yourself and what you're passionate about without kind of just, all about Herbalife. You want it to be about you and what you're interested in as well. So you've got some balance. You want it to be unique content, so stuff that's unique to you. And you can do little videos, you can do lives, you can do nice photos and things like that, and just share what it is for you to live that healthy, active lifestyle, because it's different for every single person, and that's okay. If you're sharing stuff off the Herbalife site, Herbalife definitely, and I only just found this out after reading this booklet, Herbalife definitely prefers you to share from their site rather than taking a screenshot or saving the picture and then sharing it yourself. They like you to say that it's actually, you can see that it's come from the official Herbalife website, Facebook page. So try and share when you can because that's what they prefer. Let me see what else they've got here. So direct communication with your network of friends. So you still want to be able to, yes, build an audience, but you also want to make sure there's some interaction. So if you're not getting interaction, maybe try some different things. Now, some people prefer to have their personal page as their personal page and they do a business page separately. I've got my personal and business mixed in. I don't think I could handle having two, but it's really a personal choice, okay? Because you can obviously make pages and you can also do groups and things like that. You can do public groups, private groups, and secret groups. So there's lots of different ways of doing things on Facebook. So let me just click on. So you want to choose the platforms because just remember they're always changing and developing. They're just constantly evolving. And so I would just choose maybe a couple to start with. So who, obviously most people are on Facebook. Is there anyone that uses Twitter?
I've only done it a couple of times, but it's very it's a different medium because you it's not like you're seeing a picture and commenting on it. You're actually putting it, like I might put something like great day, just gone out for an hour walk. Yeah. And then someone goes, oh, that's nice. It's like having a conversation. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it.
Is that with people you know, Lindy, or with strangers?
No, complete strangers.
Gosh.
Yeah. But then you can also get some quite negative. I don't know how to filter it so that it's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't used it for a while. I'm still learning.
So here's some of the platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, LinkedIn, and Snapchat. There's lots of other ones. So lots of different platforms target different audiences, so different age groups as well. So what I would suggest is Google each one if you're not sure. Have a look at what age group and how you can use it, and go and have a look at some example videos, and then choose one that you feel comfortable with. Because I know there's so many, it kind of does my head in a little bit, because at the end of the day, what do I enjoy doing? I like going out and talking to people face to face. without the use of the internet. So I actually enjoy that, being able to look into someone's eye, hear their voice. I prefer that. It might be old school and maybe it's slow or whatever, but I feel like it's a genuine relationship. So I still think you can still do Facebook in a genuine way, but sometimes it can be an overview of your life, or you can gloss over things and that. So I think if you do social media the way it feels right for you, and just be authentic and be yourself, that's what I would suggest. If you're not sure about each one, just Google it and go and do a bit of research and then choose a couple that feel right for you. Most of the people are doing Facebook, so I would start there. And you just want to keep creating connections. So, for example, if I've got a new client and I'm friends on Facebook with her or him, I might just see who's in their friends list. If there's anyone in Gympie or that, or I know they're friends of other friends as well, I might send them a friends request. So it might not be someone I know, but it's a friend of a friend, but it's multiple connections. So I think, they can see that I'm friends with a couple of people they know, and then they can start seeing, hopefully, and watching what I'm doing. And if they don't like me, guess what? They can unfriend me. It doesn't really matter, does it? But if they do like me, they might take that next step. So one of those was Jen. She, I think she must have responded off the goal setting workshop in January, but she couldn't come. And then we were friends on Facebook. So she must have seen a post that I'd done on one of the local groups, and then she couldn't come, but then she messaged me because she needed some help losing weight. So she came along to Fit Club. She got started on some products. She's since got registered. She's talking to other people about coming as well. She teaches at the special school part-time, and she's joined the challenge, and she's doing really well. So that was a really good one. And since then, I think I've become friends with a couple of her friends on Facebook as well. So it takes time. You've got to be patient, but it's worth it. And usually I will do it in the evening, like now, not during the day, not in my productive time when I should be contacting people for follow-up, returning calls, going out and walking and talking, letterboxing, anything like that, where that's my productive time. I will do it in my non-productive time. When we're driving in the car and I'm a passenger, as long as I don't get too car sick, I'll do it. If I'm waiting somewhere, waiting around for something, I would do it in 5 or 10 minutes, doing some extra things, or at night, or first thing in the morning, whether it's too early or too late to ring people. That's when I would do it. Okay, so make sure, because guess what? Social media can gobble up your time. Does everyone agree with that? So make sure you're very, you're protecting your time. It's really important. Let's have a look. So identify. Proudly show everyone that you're an independent Herbalife member. Utilize the profile, photo, or biography sections. Do not use the word Herbalife or any other Herbalife product names or trademarks in your account or profile name. So when you go on Facebook, so mine says Shelley Johns. I can't have Shelley Johns independent Herbalife distributor or Herbalife coach or anything. I cannot have Herbalife in my name, and I also can't have any Herbalife-y thing as my profile picture or as my cover photo. Okay, so this is something I didn't know. I only just learnt this.
So could I just ask, so in mine behind has the independent Herbalife distributor, the acceptable logo. I can't have that behind in my photo, even though it's their legitimate one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I read. I'm just flicking through to find where I saw that. Sorry. I thought it said no. So here it's got here. Herbalife Nutrition Independent Herbalife member. That's got a tick. Herbalife in your Herbalife in the as your profile picture. Just it's got Herbalife with not the independent Herbalife member. Herbalife HQ Sydney, can't use that.
No.
Our vision to help 2,000 people with Herbalife in the logo. Nope.
No.
New month, new you. Meet those health goals today. Ask me how Herbalife. Nope. But yes, was Herbalife Nutrition logo independent Herbalife member. Yes.
Okay, then I'm right then. Okay.
And my tip is, if you're ever not sure, just contact Herbalife Member Services. They work for you and they're pretty good. They'll always let you know what you can and can't do. So, and always check if you're not sure. Double check before posting something online if you're not sure, because they're pretty good. And they'll sometimes say, send it to us, we'll have a look, and they'll say yes or no, you can't do it. So basically, we just want to comply with the Herbalife guidelines and go, and make sure that we're always doing the right thing. And I think it's really just showing that, you're enjoying the Herbalife products. You can have yourself taking the products, promoting them. Of course, we can't have prices and things like that. So we can't put the prices of products. We can't put order now and like that. Let me just flick through the right one. Hang on. So this is the one here, complying. So obviously you can show with you wearing anything branded. That's not a problem at all. Monitoring, make sure if you are posting and people are commenting on your pages or thing that you respond back, especially on pages, and Facebook likes you to get back to people quickly. It kind of rates you on that. So make sure you're checking your notifications regularly. Mine's attached to my phone, so I can actually check it on my mobile rather than having to log onto the computer all the time.
If you do that, does that then bother you at all times during the night if you have the notifications on or not?
I put it on silent.
Okay.
It's definitely on silent.
My technical partner might be able to help me with that.
Yes. Yep. Definitely. So, time things. So use your time wisely. Every account you own deserves your time. So, again, if you're on Instagram, give that some attention, and just keep in mind that like Facebook and Instagram, if you're sharing exactly the same content on each one, the platforms actually like you to make it different. So even if you just change it slightly, each platform likes you to use unique content. So take the time to do that. Write a little bit about maybe a favorite recipe, or how you love using a product, or you're out having a walk, or you've helped a client. Any of those things are really important as well. Okay. Yeah, so all your posts should be in good taste. So one of my pet hates on posts is people that stick their tongues out. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. It's just, and the duck face thing. I know, it's popular.
I'm an ex-dental nurse, so I don't like it when people pat their tongues out because they don't tend to check their teeth. Yeah, I'm with you.
I know, I just don't seem to like, I don't know what it is about it, but I just think that it's not, you just, again, in good taste. I don't think it's in good taste. It's just my personal opinion, of course. So you won't ever see me doing duck face or sticking my tongue out, just so you know. So you just want to, to show that you're, you live a healthy life. So yes, you can show your crazy humor and all those sort of things. You can still be yourself, but just think about that you're representing the company. That's how I would look at it. The official Herbalife Facebook page, it's actually got a green thing on there now. But if you go to Herbalife and Facebook, you'll see it come up, and it's the one for Adelaide, and it's got heaps and heaps of really great content in there. It's got recipes and different things about the products and lots of things for the different times of year, like Easter and Christmas and all that thing. And so you can use their images and post and share them onto your page. And you might want to do that once or twice a week. I think it gives everything, it makes it look very professional. But make sure it's the official Herbalife stuff. So identifying yourself as an independent Herbalife member. It says include your real name. So obviously my name's Michelle, but no one calls me Michelle, so mine's under Shelley Johns. Otherwise no one would know who I was. So I always have Shelley, but yes, whatever your name is that people know you. Contact information. Again, do not include Herbalife in the name, in your account name. But when you go into your jobs and things like that, you can put Herbalife member in there. It will let you put that up. And also I've actually got a Facebook training on how to set up your Facebook page, but a nice shot of you on your own, looking professional, smiling, that makes a really good profile for your Facebook cover. And then maybe your behind photo, like your cover photo here, which is the big one. So this one would be where your photo would be, and this one could be you with your family, or you out doing something that you love and just showing a bit of lifestyle or something like that. But you can change it as well. It can be a positive quote. There's lots and lots of different things you can put on there to make it interesting. So I like to change mine, and as you know, because I'm an artist as well, I like to make it look a bit arty every now and then. So I often will change them around because I find that's when I can be creative. So I like to do that as well. So engaging with people. So you can share all the news you see on the official page onto your thing, like I said, but don't do it every single day. Maybe just do it a couple of times a week. And all you do is when you go onto the Herbalife Facebook page and you see a post you like, you go down, you like the post, and then you come across and you'll see share, and you click on share, and it says, where do you want to share this? So you could actually send it to someone in Messenger. There's lots of things you can do with it. So does everyone know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at you, Irene.
Right. Well, I have to go and look and see what you're talking about.
I thought you were just going to excuse yourself and go then. So
no.
I actually do. You know, when there's a Herbalife post on my Facebook, I like it, but I didn't know I could share it.
Yes, so you can share it.
Yeah.
So you can share it from the Herbalife website page to your page, but you can also share it onto your other pages and groups, because obviously we've got Healthy Active Lifestyle, we've got Challenge Yourself Daily, so we can share things onto that as well.
Right.
Okay. Cool. So I'm not going to cover Twitter, but I would just recommend that you go and Google it if you really want to do it and learn about the hashtags and things like that. Because there's one thing I learned. I went to a Kerwin Ray information session, and he said that Facebook doesn't like too many hashtags. It really only likes 2 or 3 maximum. If you add any more than that, it actually lowers the engagement. The algorithm makes your post less effective and less people see it. So I only put 2 or 3 hashtags. So you might put hashtag Herbalife Nutrition, hashtag I might put Gympie, where I'm from, hashtag whatever I decide to put on there, but don't do like 10 or 20, which a lot of people do. Facebook only really likes 2 or 3 hashtags. Instagram, on the other hand, likes lots of hashtags. And you can go through and look at some of the most popular. So you might go and Google most popular hashtags for health and nutrition, and it'll come up with all the different hashtags, and they're the ones that you can use in Instagram.
Did you see the message that I just quickly sent you? There's the message in the Mums in Business Association. They put out a book, and they were saying that there is an app, I can't think of it offhand, where you can put it on your phone, and that then links to your Instagram. So it will tell you, excuse me, it'll give you like an algorithm sort of, and it will tell you at what time people go on and look at your posts. So then you would think, okay, well, if they look at it all at 11 o'clock at night, then I might post something at 11:15. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes that's when you get you can probably get more people looking, because it tells you what times and when people are looking at it.
That's right. So I know Facebook has a lot of people on at this time of the night. It's actually a lot when also a lot of mums obviously jump on just before school pickup when they're waiting for the kids to be picked up. What are they doing? I go to the school to pick up Caitlin. All the mums are there on their phones, looking at their phones. So I know that's probably a good time to be posting something. So yes, you can also do some research in Google, most popular times when people are on this platform or that platform. So the other one, I've been listening to Gary Vee a lot, and he was saying that LinkedIn is getting really revamped. Obviously, they knew they were kind of falling behind the time, so they've really ramped it up, and they're getting ahead, and there's a lot happening with that. So make sure you go and check your LinkedIn again and see how updated it is and start engaging. If that's something you love to do, you can concentrate on that one. So I would just Google each one and find which one you feel comfortable with, okay?
Yeah. And LinkedIn now, they are picking up a bit too, so you're now putting in hashtags, and they'll give you samples of what hashtags might work for the post that you're writing at the time too. So yeah.
And you can't just be posting and expecting people to like. You have to spend a little bit of time. This is the time factor. And this is why it's good at night or first thing in the morning before it's too early to call anyone, is that I actually go through my news feed, and I flick through and I like or comment or do. Actually, it took me 2 years, or actually last year I only figured out how to do the love heart. I could not for the life of me figure out how everyone was putting the love heart on everything. I was like, where is this love heart? I just couldn't see it anywhere. And you know how sometimes Facebook does that thing at the end of there, go, this is how many things you've liked. Mine was like 29,000 things I'd liked for the whole year. but there was no love hearts because I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I know how to do it now, just so you know, I figured it out. So you can't just expect people to be engaging with you if you're not engaging with them. Remember, Facebook all works on logarithms. like an equation. So you've got to go through and like people's stuff. I mean genuine, not just liking for the sake of liking. Really try and be as genuine and authentic as you possibly can, and like people's posts, do some comments. I find it very difficult just to write one word. I have to write something, or I have to personalize it. I think most people know this about me. It's very rare that I won't personalize something. It just depends on the situation. Take the time to personalize things. Take the time to engage authentically. So Instagram here, look, I'm not great on Instagram, but I realize that people can follow you and you can follow people. So Gary Vee talks about that whatever industry you're in, if you're into personal development or whatever, go and search all those hashtags and then look for people that you like and start following them, and then you can start engaging your followers. Instagram loves great photography, so taking beautiful pictures, that's the main thing for Instagram, but now the video thing's happening as well. And you can actually do longer videos. It only used to be like a little short video. Now you can do longer ones. So you can do lots of things like that as well. That's your sort of thing. I haven't really grasped Instagram, but again, Google it, go onto YouTube, start learning about it if that's what you want. And apparently there's a filter that Instagram likes, and it also likes hashtags. So if you're looking for people that maybe are in a certain industry, then go and Google best hashtags for blah, 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 personal development, nutrition, nurses, whatever it is, and get all the hashtags, and then you can start doing all that stuff as well.
I love it. I actually think it's easier than Facebook.
Okay, cool. Well, you'll be doing the training on it next.
Oh, thanks. You're a big mouth. I'm going on mute now.
So I hope this has not been confusing. YouTube. So you can go onto YouTube. So obviously the only way I'm using YouTube at the moment is I log into it at the end of this call, and I convert this call onto a YouTube link so that I can share it with everyone. So it's always in my YouTube account, all the different calls I've done. But of course you can get your own YouTube channel and start doing little mini videos and putting that content out there as well. That might be totally your thing. How to use the products, how you do the skin. I could see Rosemary doing this. She could be doing her nutrition topics for the challenge on here on YouTube, little mini things. So there's lots of things that you could do on YouTube as well. So go out and have a look and play. Again, Google YouTube, how to set up your YouTube channel, how to do YouTube videos. It can teach you. Now also Herbalife is on YouTube, so you've got all the official stuff as well with Susan Bauman, Samantha Clayton. There's a lot of official Herbalife videos that you can also share onto your Facebook and send out to your clients. I just found a great one with Dr. Dana Ryan from The Spectacular. There's a 4-part training that she'd done before that on the same sort of thing. So it's in 4 parts. So I've been sharing part 1, and I was like, I'd love this training by Dr. Dana Ryan, who I heard from in February. She has got some great tips. I thought you'd like to hear it. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like the part 2. So I've gone through Messenger. I've just sent it to 84 people tonight individually through Messenger, and I've had a few people interact and respond. Some are on products, some aren't, but they're all people I know personally. I'm not just spamming. But I just thought, what a great way for them to hear from a doctor. She's talking about nutrition for being active and for sports people as well. So I would definitely recommend looking for things like that too. Okay, so that's YouTube. And the great thing about doing your own YouTube videos is you can get your own link and share it just like I do on Challenge Yourself Daily. Imagine just being able to share. Rosemary, you might just do one on how to use a certain product and send it out to your customers. It's just you talking for about 5 minutes.
Yes, I appreciate your saying that, but I know I went on Instagram, but I didn't look at all this thing, and I had all these different followers, and I went, oh gosh, I wasn't sure what I was doing, so I didn't return anything back to them. So they were from God knows where. So I was a bit concerned. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but
yeah. So you can Google how do I respond to people on Instagram or somewhere, so you can start learning those things as well. And you know what? It's all trial and error. It's just like learning anything, like learning how to use a script and that. But just have fun with it and be you. as well. And I was going to say something else, but it's completely
YouTube.
but that's okay. It'll come back to me as we're going. Hey, baby, how are you? So, say hi to everyone. There's lots of people on the floor.
No.
Must be bedtime. Okay, so do's and don'ts. I definitely wanted to cover this. I think this is really important. Okay, so I'll just let Caitlin sit on my lap while we go through the do's and don'ts. So, the do's: take it slow. If you're new to social media, create accounts on just 1 or 2 sites, such as Facebook or Twitter. Do set aside a few minutes each day to update your account and see what your connections have posted. So I was always told around that 3 posts a day is probably a good amount. And sometimes I won't do even that many, and sometimes I might do a little bit more, but I try not to go too overboard. But you want to give value. What sort of value can you give people? Use the official Herbalife social media content to educate yourself about the company and nutrition and healthy activities, so you know that it's all proven and everything of using the Herbalife official stuff, which is what you want. Let your social media network build slowly and naturally as you make more connections. In time, you may expand your network with other sites. So yes, it's great if it just explodes, but then sometimes that can get a bit overwhelming. It's a bit like doing an ad campaign and getting 50 phone calls and then not being able to get back to people properly. So you want it to grow nice and naturally. Ensure that you're using the current Independent Herbalife member branding, so everything's all, official. And comply with the terms of the social platform that you're using. So yes, Herbalife has rules, but remember each social media platform also has rules. So if you're not sure, Google those as well. Make sure that everything is truthful and accurate. And as we know on the internet, lots of things can be shared that aren't always true. Someone's used the products and they might not have. So make sure it's all been approved by Herbalife before you share it. Act in a professional manner if you're using social media. So remember, we're setting that example. Don't just talk about the products and business opportunities. So if your whole Facebook or platform is all just full of Herbalife and nothing else, it doesn't say anything else about your life, then you need to have a bit of balance and variety as well, okay? Because people will switch off. They'll just think you're just trying to sell them. They're going to turn off. So don't do that. Make it natural and interesting. Share lots of recipes and share how much fun it is, They want to see what a great lifestyle and how much variety you can have. Because I know Herbalife people love food, so why don't we show that? You can still eat what you love and you can get a result. Don't use social media for price advertising. Stick with general product information only. So this is really important. And make sure that you don't have any pricing on there, and that includes weight loss challenges. But there's flyer up coming up we can talk about. Don't post statements that are false, which we already know about. Don't scan part of or any publication. So that, again, scanning just a bit, you need to use the whole official thing. Don't manipulate images to make them misleading, and don't modify any Herbalife trademarks or anything like that. Look, it's so easy with the internet. You only have to Google Herbalife nutrition logo. There's lots of stuff that other people have just made up. So try and use all the official Herbalife stuff, okay? It's better off to start that way and just keep it that way, and then your team will follow you. So these were some of the ones we're talking about. So Lindy, this is the one that's fine.
And that's the one I've got, yeah.
So this one's got Herbalife here, which would be your profile shot, and then the cover photo. Can't have Herbalife in the names or anything like that, but the official one is perfectly fine. So we can't put anything like free shipping or so much percentage off or a special offer. We can't put that on there. We can put, for more information, contact me, that sort of thing. You want them to be able to get back to you to find out more, but you can't entice where it looks like we're trying to sell it. Sorry, I'm just having a look here. It's very light for me to. So we can Herbalife. So we can't put Herbalife's address and stuff. I don't think we would do that anyway. Can't include Herbalife in the title. So I'm just looking through. Okay, so this is it here. Permitted statements. Contact me. Let's talk. Call me. PM me for more information. Ask about our come down to our Fit Club or come down to our centre or something like that. You can say that. Things we can't say, order yours, purchase yours today, contact me to order yours. So we can't have that in the wording. It's very simple and very easy to put on there. So we can claim that we've lost so much percentage fat and gained so much muscle. We can add that into our results. Make sure also that we've got the company's disclaimer. You know, individual results may vary, results not typical. In 10 or 12 font, make sure that is on every before and after photo or product testimonial. Make sure that's on there as well. So can Herbalife members share posts from the Herbalife corporate site? Yes. So you can share it, but they don't want you just taking and I've been guilty of this. So now I know, I didn't know this until I'd read this, that I might take copy the photo and then share it onto my page. So I'm going to start just sharing straight off. So I think that's a really good tip. You can use images and that with marquees as long as it's from the official site as well. Strictly sharing. You can use product images and photos of themselves using the products, absolutely. Okay, but make sure you use the disclaimers where applicable. So you've got someone here holding an aloe and you've got a picture of the product, you can do that. So that's good to know because we do like to do that from time to time, don't we? Before and afters. Now, New Zealand has their disclaimers a little bit different. So this is New Zealand's disclaimer. A lot more has to be included. Australia, these results are not typical. Individual results may vary. That's our disclaimer that needs to be on there. Okay. Recruiting advertisements. We can't put wanted, needed, full-time or part-time on social media. I'm not talking about flyers. I'm talking social media. So here we go. So things like with McDonald's and Minions and that, we're not really supposed to put them with Herbalife, just so you know, third-party trademarks and things like that. The Business Opportunity Weight Loss Challenge, Healthy Active Lifestyle, we can put them in the buy, sell, swap pages, long as there is no prices or pricing information. But I would suggest if you're doing a buy, sell, swap group in your local area or somewhere else, that you message admin, let them know who you are, develop that relationship. Don't just plug it onto their group. Read their rules and make sure it's okay, because they're just going to delete your post and kick you out of the group and ban you if you don't do the right thing anyway. So just try. The worst they're going to say is no, and then you can go on to another one. Okay. And look, if you're in a local area, this is what I did. I just created my own. I just did my own community group for the area, started to build it up, and guess what? I can post whenever I like. I don't have to ask anyone because I'm the admin. So, you know, you could easily do that in your local area, especially if you've got a huge population.
And I just asked, did you do that as a page on Facebook, do you mean?
A group, yes, like a buy, sell, swap group or a community events group or whatever for that area, absolutely.
I've never thought of doing that. You're smart.
Yeah, there's always a way. So if you need to do, if that's your thing that you really want to do, then do that. Can members advertise their weight loss challenge? So yes, you can, but make sure you don't put the prices on. So you'll just have to put, for more information or for an info sheet, please contact me. You just can't put the price, and you also can't put the prize money on there as well. So, you know, I know there's lots of that happening. You can't actually put the prize money on there. You can put there's prizes for for the winners or the challenge participants, but you can't put how much.
And did you find out there is a ceiling, isn't there, of the most that you can give out?
Yeah, I think it's $600 or something.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so I think we're almost finished. Cool. So final tips, ethics. Make sure if you've got people that are contacting you that maybe are in touch. It's actually quite easy. If I'm not sure who the person is, or I think they might know another Herbalife person, I just go onto their profile, go down, look at their friends list if it's showing, and I see if they're friends with another Herbalife person, and then I go back to them, hey, by the way, I noticed you're friends with blah, blah, blah. Have you thought about contacting them? If they go, oh, I don't really know them, or no, I don't want to do that, fine, I'm okay with that, but I will always ask first. So make sure ethics is really important. Remember, you're representing the company. You want to protect the golden goose. You know, we want Herbalife to be around for our children's children and their children and so on. So we want to protect it and do the right thing. And guess what? You're setting the example. So your team will follow you. So let's all do the right thing and all work together. You want some balance and variety in your content. If you're not sure, ask your upline or contact member relations. They're fantastic for just letting you know they work for you. So if you're not sure, just contact them. So I hope that helps. I know it was a bit more of a do's and don'ts and guidelines, but I think it probably needs to be talked about. I would recommend downloading this lovely booklet. It doesn't cover absolutely every platform, but I think if you use it as a general guideline, you can't go wrong. If you're not sure, especially when you're on different groups on social media, just go and ask the admin. Hey, by the way, I'm a Herbalife coach in the area. I really want to share and help more people in the community. Would you mind if I posted once a month or once a week, or could I sponsor the banner and advertise there? Whatever you're allowed to do, just ask. The worst they're going to say is no. And remember, you can always start your own group. So let's get on to promotions. Very exciting. We're about to wrap up the last 5 minutes. So we have the summit. So thank you, Coral, for plugging this earlier. So over the next couple of weeks, so for the month of March, we've got the Success Summit in 7 locations all around Australia, where you've got some amazing guest speakers coming back from the honours, sharing their valuable experience with you at these events. So here's all the locations: Kansas the 23rd, Brisbane 23rd, Adelaide 23rd, Sydney 16th, Melbourne 16th, Perth 16th, and Hobart 16th, okay? So you want to plug yourself into these and invite people to come along. So I think, who do I know in these areas that you can get there and start going, fill up your cars, all go along to these and start learning from the top people in the company. There's a special training for brand new supervisors who get a cocktail reception as well, and this amazing lifestyle experience. And anyone that did 5,000 buying points in 1 month, or there was another thing which I can't quite remember what it was, for existing supervisors can qualify for that reception as well. So I'm a bit excited. So that's next Saturday for Brizzy. Even though it's a 2-hour drive, it's certainly worth the drive. So Jan, did I miss anything? I'm just going to find you.
No, you covered it well.
Cool. So you can get your tickets. This is a distributor run event, so you have to go to your local STS website to get the ticket. Okay. So I highly, highly recommend this. This is really going to help your business development, help you grow.
Yeah, can I just ask you, not that I've asked Tanya yet, but is it supervisor only to go to the summit?
No, it's open to all members. There is the special supervisor section.
So she could use, if she wanted to, she could use her free STS ticket that's in
You need to check with each one. Brisbane is not letting us do that, but Perth and South Australia will do that. So you'll need to check on your website for Sydney STS. Go and have a look and see if they're allowing that. Then yeah, absolutely go for it.
Okay.
Cool. So that's exciting. Next one is this great promotion that's just come out with the Healthy Breakfast Pack, where I think it's mainly for this month or until stocks last. You get this great shaker if you order a Healthy Breakfast Pack with the original aloe and the original tea, just so you know. So make sure your clients are aware of that. But such a great program for people to start on, and they get this really cool shaker. The March customer newsletter is out. So what I did is, yes, I've got the link for this and I've downloaded it. So I could obviously print it out and give it to someone. I can email it to somebody, but I also went in and I did screenshots of each one, and you would have seen that I put it on Challenge Yourself Daily and Healthy Active Lifestyle. And I've also started to personal message it to people. And hey, by the way, don't know if you saw our March newsletter, because look, just because I get emails from Herbalife doesn't mean that they've gone and looked at it. Okay, so don't assume that your clients are looking at this. Some really great information on there. And even if you have to sit down with them and say, hey, did you see this, and go through it with them, there's really great information on there. Lots of recipes, results. There's everything that they need to keep inspired for the month of March. Okay, and we get these out every single month. And so I would make a habit of making sure everyone on your BizDeluxe list, every one of your clients gets a copy of this newsletter every month. Okay. And then to finish off, we have Hong Kong. So So if there was ever a reason to be a supervisor, it is now. You really want to make sure that you qualify for supervisor, and then go along to this great international event. So this year's obviously going to be in Hong Kong for Southeast Asia. What an amazing location and beautiful city. So there's different ways to qualify, but you have to be a supervisor as well, okay? So it's got for the leadership training, the VIP seating, the qualifiers party, and the general training. So make sure that you read through this. It's on myherbalife.com.au, and the tickets are still available. They're saying that it'll be sold out soon, so make sure that you get your ticket. Jan, did you have anything to add to that?
No, that's fine, Shelley.
Excellent. I think that might be it. So if you're thinking of what you want to do, I think you should just go for it. So it's the 11th of March today. So you've still got 2/3 of the month left, and just go for it. If you haven't got a plan or a goal, make some tonight. If you're not sure what to do, speak with your sponsor and they'll help you. But you know what? Just do something every single day towards your business. Just do something. It's better than doing nothing. You might have a whole list and never do one thing. Just start one thing. Just speak to one person. Just plant that seed, okay? And just go for it. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I hope you all got a lot out of that. I know the social media guidelines, it's a bit like reading the Herbalife rule book. There's a lot of stuff on there, but it's good to know. Better to know than not know. And as Jim Rohn said, ignorance is not bliss. So just keep learning as much as you can, and just start if you're not sure what to do, and play around with it and have fun and just be yourself. So thank you for being on the call, everyone. Was anything that anyone wanted to add?
Don't forget to be on next week. Great product training by Lindy.
And Irene.
So next week's training call is a part 1 training. This is such an important call, and it's that repetition. The mother of skill is repetition and learning something over and over again. And this is a training that I heard every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, particularly every Saturday, and for years and years and years and years. And it's going to give you the basics and give you some invaluable tools and skills to help you build and to be strong when you're talking to people. So we're going to have Lindy from Canberra and Irene from the Sunshine Coast doing this call, and it's going to be fantastic. So make sure you let everybody know.
Oh, yeah. Don't put the pressure on, though.
It's the most amazing training you've ever seen.
Jack, we're stuck.
The last 5 minutes, isn't it? Yeah.
So what you've done, fantastic. So thank you everyone for sharing tonight your good news. But yeah, really love that. I'm just going to stop share so we can see everybody. A couple of people had to jump off, obviously, with the kids. So this is recorded. I'm just about to convert it and send the link out. Make sure you share it with everybody, or if you need to listen to it again, but go and download that social media guideline and have another read.
I've just got a really quick question before you go. What's the difference? I mean, I worked for Hong Kong, but what's the difference between a Spectacular and the Extravaganza?
Spectacular is open to all members, and it's Australia, New Zealand, and Extravaganza is all of Southeast Asia and for supervisors and above.
Ooh, okay.
That's awesome.
So that's slightly higher level training, and it's obviously international, and you're getting, probably a lot of speakers that we often don't get into Australia.
Good.
Anything would you like to add to that, Jan?
It's absolutely awesome. You need to experience it to build your business. Absolutely. And preferably take somebody with you, but if not, you go yourself, and it's amazing what you learn.
Okay. Thanks, Jan.
Excellent. Thank you,
everyone. It is well worth it.
Yeah. Well, first one, so watch out.
Oh, good on ya.
So there's still plenty of time. Anyone can qualify for that and attend that. So have a good night, everyone. I'm going to put this little one to bed.
Have you moved, Rosemary? Have you moved?
Who, me?
Yes. I must have the wrong one.
Yeah, no. I had trouble tonight, though. We had a big storm going through, so I was losing connection.
Yes, we did lose you for a little bit, but you're back on now, so thank you.
Yep, very good.
So thank you, my mastermind group. I appreciate your time and your input and your commitment to these, because this is our group, and we're going to keep growing it, developing it, and we're going to make a massive impact this year.
Absolutely.
Sounds so good. Well, I got to go. I got to get up at 5:30 for exercise, so I'll leave you to do it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.